Shot clock at 6. Bryant for 3. Puts it in. Kobe Bryant from downtown. And the Lakers regain the lead.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to House of Hoops. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So this is just going to be my initial reaction / thoughts to opening night last night. Obviously, you had the Bucks versus the Nets and Lakers versus the Warriors. And so, I mean, this is just my thoughts. I don't know. I thought overall it was a good day. It was a good we got two good games of basketball. Obviously, I am a Lakers fan and they lost, so that kind of disappointed me a little bit. But I just want to start by saying, first off, like, I was watching both games. Obviously, I watched both games, but it was like so many people in the room. Like, we had like 14 or 15 people in the room. So I don't even I couldn't really focus in as much as I wanted to. I'm probably not going to be doing that often. It was this hype, college kids, first game of the season. It's like 16 people in the room. It was insane. Like, niggas were, people were yelling and stuff like that, bro. So I'm going to have to, I'm not doing that anymore. We're not doing 15 people in the room no more. But my first reaction to the Bucks and Nets game, I mean, I love what I saw from the Bucks. I'm a really big supporter of the Bucks. Y'all know that if you've been following the channel. I love Giannis Antetokounmpo, and the Bucks just did what I expected them to do. I thought they were going to win this game. I expected them to come out and win it, and they did. I just thought they were going to come out and play harder. I heard, I don't know where I heard this. I think it was like on, I don't know if it was ESPN or like in the broadcast or something. But somebody like on TV said one of the things that happens when you have somebody who plays like Giannis, who plays as hard as Giannis, is it's going to motivate yourself to play harder. All the other teammates are going to want to play harder because they play with him and how hard he plays. And so I just expected the Bucks to come out and punch the Nets in the mouth, and that's exactly what they did. They came out whole game. They were giving energy. They did not let up the gas. They did not have any championship hangover. They didn't have any like excitement because they got their rings or anything. They came out and just went full throttle. And so that's what I expected. The Nets kind of had a slow start. They had a struggle. They were like missing. I think they're like 0 for 7 from deep or something like that. They were not hitting any shots, like any threes, nothing. Nobody was hitting. And that kind of got them in an early hole. But then they started fighting back. Patty Mills came in and went crazy. I think he finished the game like 7 for 7 from deep. Something absolutely absurd. So Patty Mills, that's a sleeper. Like, that's a really good pickup for them. I feel like, I don't know. I don't think he started. Let me check. Did he start last night? Patty Mills didn't start, but he low-key should have started. Though. He did more than Joe Harris did. So, I don't know. Patty Mills went off. He finished the game with 21. KD looked like KD, 32, 11, and 4. There was just times, like, every time KD made a basket, me and my friends just look at each other and just, like, shrug our shoulders. There's nothing you could do about KD getting to the mid-range. KD can score at will. He was just going off. But the thing about the Nets, like, I don't know. They just, Harden didn't play too well. He's 6 for 16. He didn't play good. But he did hit 3 step-back threes. Like, I think he had, like, 2 of them, like, or 3 of them, like, pretty close together. I think it was like in the second or something like that quarter. So Harden, he did all right. He had some good handles, but like, I don't know, he didn't play up to par. Like, it just looked like the Nets just weren't giving much. Blake didn't really do anything. LaMarcus did nothing at all. So I don't know what the Nets have, man. I said they need Kyrie. I was talking to my friends who were watching. I was like, it looks like they need Kyrie. Because it just looked like they just were stuck in quicksand. But I don't know. It's the first game. You can't really overreact too much. But I do love what I saw. Like I said, I love what I saw from the Bucks, bro. Giannis is still as dominant as ever. Everybody's going crazy over the shots that he was making in preseason. He did hit a couple mid-rangers. I think he hit a 3 too. So I don't know. Chris Middleton did all right. Drew Holiday did get hurt, and that's something to keep an eye on. But Jordan Nwora was something to think about for the Bucks. He stood out. He was kind of like how Patty Mills went crazy for the Nets unexpectedly. Jordan went crazy for the Bucks unexpectedly. So I'm going to keep my eye on both of them for the remainder of the season, how they fit on their respective teams. That was really just interesting to watch. I don't really have an opinion that much on the Bucks and Nets game because, like I said, I expected the Bucks to win, and I'm happy the Bucks won. I really love Giannis, and so that was pretty standard to me. Like, it was kind of they had control of the whole game. That's pretty much how to describe it. The score is 127 to 104. Not really much to discuss there. The Nets defense didn't look too good, but the Bucks just had control from the beginning. I was never worried that they were going to lose. Then to the Lakers and Warriors game. Now this one, bro, like the Lakers came out going crazy. You know, I'm a Lakers fan. Like I was excited. And I heard a stat that LeBron hasn't won an opening night matchup, an opening night game since like 2017 or something like that. He doesn't win an opening night. But he was going crazy tonight. And I told my friends, like, this is like earlier in the day. I was like, watch the Lakers mess around and lose. Like, they always lose opening night. I wasn't really worried. But at the same time, it's like, okay, but Curry always struggles opening night too. We saw it last year. We saw it this year. Curry was horrible tonight. Yesterday. He played terrible. He did finish with his first triple-double since 2016. But I didn't know. Because both teams usually have a history of not playing too well on opening night. But then I come out and I see AD going crazy. First off, can we just say AD is back now? AD's back. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. AD is back. We've seen what a healthy AD can do. Healthy AD, he's going to reclaim his throne. Not his throne, but his position in the top 10. Because I was personally somebody who had taken him out of my top 10 after his horrible season last year. AD was terrible last year, but now he seems to be healthy. He put up 33, 11. He got 2 blocks. AD looked like AD, man. The only thing is he was missing his free throws. He doesn't really do that. AD was, I think, he was like one of their best free throw shooters, so that's weird. But AD looked really good this game. I'm excited to see that. Same thing with Bron. Bron was going crazy. Right? Bron was going off. You're not going to get Bron hitting that many threes. You're not going to get Bron hitting that many jump shots. Like, everybody's saying Bron can't shoot. That's one of my friends was saying, oh, Bron can't shoot, but he was shooting. He wasn't getting to the lane. Like, he had that one dunk. He had a couple lays, but Bron, most of his points came from shooting. He had 34, 11, and 5. AD had 33, but guess what? That's where it stops. Nobody else even scored plus 10 on the Lakers. Nobody had double digits. So that's a question of concern. Russell Westbrook, where you at? Can we just talk about it, bro? Like, I love Westbrook. I made a video on this channel talking about how he's a legend. He doesn't deserve all the slander, but at the same time, Westbrook, when you don't show up like this, the biggest stage, you're saying you weren't worried about in preseason. I'm not worried about it. Me having all these turnovers, I'll turn it over. Good thing the games don't count. You have 4 turnovers tonight. You weren't playing well. Only 4 assists, 8 points, 5 boards. Like, you didn't do much. You're missing shots. 4 for 13, Westbrook. Why are you shooting 4 threes? You don't have to shoot 4 threes. Let's get it together. Calm down. Like, I still have hope and faith. I don't know. Like, this team is going to be good, but they call this big 360. We had 6. But you didn't, like, where's 0 at? 0 was a 0 tonight. 0 was a 0. No, I need you to go from 0 to hero. Come on, Westbrook. I need you to start performing. It's no excuse. You're an all-star point guard. I like you. I think this could work, but let's get it. Like, I heard some people talking about how him and Rondo were on the court at the same time together. I don't really get into all that. Like, this is just, I don't know, but the Lakers are going to be fine. They're going to be fine. I like what I saw from Melo a little bit. Melo hit some threes, came in. He didn't really do much, but I'm not going to sit here and act like Melo played horribly. He just did all right. 3 for 9 isn't that good, but he hit 2 threes, like, couple middies. Like, Melo's gonna be fine. Layup. Rondo came in, did some Rondo stuff, got 5 assists. Malik Monk, I feel like probably could have got some more minutes. I don't know. He hit 2 threes. Avery Bradley came into the end and hit 2 threes. I don't know. I don't want to overreact. DeAndre Jordan, everybody's getting on him. Why? Like, people saying, why is he starting? All that type of stuff. He got 2 points. That's all he did. He got that first alley-oop and did nothing after that, bro. I don't know. Maybe the Lakers need to put AD at center. I've been seeing people say that, and just forget DeAndre Jordan. I have no clue at all. The Lakers are dealing with injuries. Every team pretty much who played today was dealing with injuries or like people sitting out of some sort. So you don't want to take too much consideration. Just take everything you saw tonight with last night with the grain of salt. All these teams will be good. Oh, I do want to say, like, so I made a video talking about what we expect from the Warriors, and maybe I OD'd it a little bit. Maybe I OD'd saying the Warriors aren't going to be. I still don't believe that they're going to be. I've seen people say a 3 seed. I've seen people say crazy numbers. I don't think they're going to be that high, but I think that I had them at first at like 7 or 8. I might move it up to 5 through 7. I could see them being a 5, 6, or 7 seed. If they do make it into the play-in, I wouldn't be surprised. But at the same time, if they get like a 5 seed, I wouldn't be surprised. And I don't know if they're gonna make the conference finals, but maybe I OD'd like how bad they're gonna be. I thought they're gonna be bad, but they've played really good. Jordan Poole, their bench, Nemanja Bjelica, They had people step up, like Steph. Like I said, Steph wasn't hooping, but they had like Steph, Dre, or Wiggins was not scoring. Jordan Poole had 20. Damian Lee had 15. Bielitsa, like I said, Iggy had 12. So their bench played really good. They had good role players. They had a good supporting cast. So maybe if this supporting cast can still play well when you have Steph and Wiggins playing well, that could be scary, and they could probably end up getting a 6 seed. So I OD by saying an 8 seed. I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm just gonna watch basketball to give reactions. I'm not professional. This is just some random 19-year-old kid talking about basketball because I love the sport.